Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, the number one voice in Australia. Yes, it's a very nice, cool day in Chelsea.
Very
not cold, but it's fresh.
Yeah. Any fresher, and you'd slap its face.
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, fresher. You're going to get too fresh in this business.
So let's look at before we look at the game, we've got a couple of little headlines. One here in particular, we'll just put up here.
That was a pretty good.
Too keen. This is a little headline in the Herald, 18th to the 5th, 1965, saying they'd miss a recent match because you'd miss a recent match because you wouldn't take the full count.
They got KO'd.
Got KO'd, and you dislocated, you injured your shoulder.
Carried off a stretcher.
But you returned in the last quarter.
Yeah, I did.
And they made a real job of it, and they dislocated your shoulder.
Yeah, that was Alf Brown, the number one. That story was in the Herald. My mother sent me that cutting back to me when I was in Rapaniap, and it was all around Rapaniap then. But when I took a mark and come down and hit my shoulder, and I'll tell you what, I did get carried up. I couldn't hardly breathe.
Yeah.
I got in the rooms. And no one up there, they'd probably give me an Astro up there for that.
Yep, Bex, lie down.
But lucky enough, St John Danvers fella come in. He whacked it back in. Then I went back on the ground.
Whackety whack.
And I got whacked, it went off again, but it wasn't as bad. But I only missed 3 weeks.
Tough.
Not bad. And ever since, I've always been doing the dumbbell. That's why I kept my shoulder pretty good. So that was a pretty... Hey, we've got a lot of new footballers watching the videos now, Colin. That's why I got these old ones.
We've seen this one here before, but your absence will swing game in Ararat's favour. That's when you went into hospital.
That's why I had a fractured neck.
Had a fractured neck, and they put you in the clamps.
A fractured skull.
And
there they are here.
There we go, the clamps.
This is what we... that's when I went into the hospital. They done there. Stuck there, and I was like that for 6 weeks. Don't know how I'm still here. Come out of that.
And went into this.
And went into this plaster cast all over my body. Couldn't even go to the toilet.
Wow. That's information we didn't really want to hear.
Does that give you a headache looking at that? Does it or what?
Gives us a headache.
Me a headache.
Anyway, it's not the Barry Peatling Show.
Those things are stuck in my head. They had 20-pound weights in the back on there.
Bang.
6 weeks like that, Colin. I went mental.
That's the reason why he is like he is today.
It's a bit too half that.
Yeah. Chelsea versus Edithvale. That's yesteryear. Let's go to the present.
I've still got a headache. Look at it. I've got to switch it, turn it over. Hold it down on the ground or something. Barry, God. Yeah, no, it was...
ground, the conditions and the crowd.
Chelsea, Edithvale ground is nearly the same as Chelsea. And the same ground surface and everything.
It's a little bit protected, isn't it? It's got a lot of trees around it.
Always the far end. It always favoured it, but it was perfect conditions. They must have taken a feather out of our cap doing their ground up.
The groundsman might have the same groundsman. Might be silly, Colin.
Well, see Chelsea. Well, it could. They might just working together, but the ground was perfect. No excuse, and hardly any breeze.
Any changes, Barry?
Yeah, Bennett Osborne.
He's back.
Bennett is in hospital. Still in hospital.
Oh wow. Apparently
he got whacked. I didn't see the incident, but he got whacked. 3 of his ribs.
Oh.
And something's piece of his lungs.
Oh, that's no good.
He's in about... I don't know how he's going now, but Snake said he's still in hospital.
Wow.
And he's a tough boy.
So what happened is that the change, is it? They brought in an injured player.
Yeah. Daniel Larsman was out, and Nana Pop was... I thought Nana played a fair game last week.
Yeah.
In come in was Charity, Ryan Dyer, not Michael Dyer's playing, and Jesse O'Dell.
Okay. So let's get into the first quarter then.
First quarter, this is the first half. The first quarter, we started very well. Jacko continued his great form in the ruck on Sunday. Very good. I reckon he got at least 25 knockouts, 30 knockouts. Played well all day and took some marks around the ground. Toddy Gardner, look, in that first half, that is probably one of the best exhibition of football I've seen from, including Louis and all that back in the day. That he was a main instigator of us being in front most of the first 3 quarters.
Give us the quarter time score, Barry.
I'll just tell you something about something else. We had a 2-goal lead at quarter time. The first quarter scores were Chelsea 5-4 to Edithvale Esplanade 3-4, 2-goal lead. well deserved, I thought.
Yeah, okay, so looking good into the second quarter.
Second quarter, it was pretty even. We only scored a goal, and they only scored a goal, but it was
Tight game.
It was very tight. It was tight most of the game. The whole game was pretty tight. I tell you, because it wasn't much between one or two goals between three quarters.
So at like half time, what was the half time score then?
The half time score was Chelsea 6-9, EDS 5-9, one goal difference.
Okay.
And we were playing well. I must say about that, Toddy Gardner, he had at least 4 or 5 taggers all day.
Wow.
All day. I don't know how he puts up with it.
That's him as a danger
But I was watching,
man.
I'll tell you something about how he was getting rid of the taggers later.
So the third quarter.
Third quarter, they scored. They started to get a little bit on top of us. So they kicked 3 goals, and we only kicked 1-5. 1-5.
Did we still have a lead at 3/4 time?
4 points behind. 7-14 to 8-12. There's nothing in it. We were going alright. It was anybody's game in the second half. But their high marking forwards was creating havoc for our back, and we couldn't control. Number 2, 20, number 11, what's his name? The Garth.
Yeah.
Thought he could take a mark. See, we got no one. Hudson Thomas only took 1 possession for the day. We had no one taking the big marks in the forward line. But
so the last quarter then.
the last quarter, they started. That's when the big fellas, Garth, he kicked a couple of big long goals, and what's his name, number 20, they kicked 3 goals, 7 to us, 1 goal, 4.
Right.
That was sort of the end of the game. But,
so give us the final score then.
The final score was Chelsea 8-18, disgusting kick,
8-18-66.
11-19.
85. So end up losing by 19 points.
Well, they got 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. It was only a goal, and it was pretty close right
Pretty
up to
close,
the last
and you
5 minutes. Yeah.
And you got killed in the end. So that was the final score. All right, give us the goal kickers then, Barry.
The goal kickers, Toddy Gardner kicked 3 brilliant goals. He kicked 1 goal, got a tap out from Jacko in the middle, ran about 10 yards, 60-metre goal.
Wow.
Brilliant goal. But he kicked 2 others. He kicked 3 today. Guerrero kicked 2 and 2 beautiful goals, 2 in the first half, but hardly sidled after that. Bradley Clark kicked 1, Bywater kicked 1, and Thomas kicked 1. That was about his only possession.
Hudson Thomas.
Yeah, never took a mark.
It was a bit of a poor game then by him.
Well, they smashed it. I was smashing it. I had 2 or 3 fouls, and at least 2 fouls in in the pack.
Give us the group of best players then, Barry. No particular order.
No particular order. The best players, Zane Taylor, number 22. That was his best game for the season.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't really heard of him.
Toddy, the number 20, he's tough, pretty tough. Toddy Gardner, Jacko, Silver, say a bit more about him later. Bradley Clark, were first half, Harper in the ruck, and Jay Naddard.
Okay, so those are the group of best players. Now we'll go to the votes. One vote.
We got half a vote to Silver, and a half a vote to Jacko.
Okay, and the half vote thing.
2 votes.
2 votes.
Zane Taylor.
Ooh, so he had his breakout game.
Yeah, look, he started early. Started pretty good early, and then he sort of tapered off. But now he's very tough. Beautiful kicker of football.
3 votes.
3 votes for Toddy Gardner. Again, I mean, he's becoming the net 5 of the Peninsula.
Oh, really?
He is.
Except about.
They try and tag him. He brushes step what?
Except he's half a foot tall, shorter.
Yeah, that's right. But he's got the ability of a 6'2" player. I say, and now 27 possessions, 3 brilliant goals, and
so well deserved. 3
probably
votes.
4 or 5 handballs too.
Well, he's going to be. There'll be hands down the.
You could go and have a lay down for a couple of months if you're right.
Yeah. Winner of the best and fairest.
And he should just about win the best and fairest in the competition.
Wow, didn't even make the interleague team, so they don't rate him.
He made the squad, they didn't pick him.
Yeah.
But who are these people?
The same people that don't rate him, so there's something wrong. The fish rots at the head, Barry.
Well, it probably does, yeah. I mean, it's an embarrassment. When I heard he wasn't picked in that game, I felt like smashing that TV. Because you were going to get me the thing to watch it, weren't you?
The
channel.
stream.
Yeah, the stream, yeah.
Now, highlights.
Yeah, we got highlights.
Highlights package.
A package of highlights. Jacko's rucking, and I'm telling you now, he was giving away at least at least 3 inches, and he was winning nearly every knockout. And Toddy Gale was getting a few, and but he doesn't take too many marks around the ground, but he took a couple of marks around the ground this week. But his energy in the ruck is brilliant. I mean, when he's getting the knockout, they're not getting the ball, are they?
No.
It's going down our way. I mean, Jack, it's an unbelievable game, mate, I'll tell you now. Of course, Toddy Gale the first half. I mean, he should inspire some of his teammates, for God's sake. He's only about 5'7", and he's under the packs. They jump on him, they belt him, and as I said, he had 4 or 5 taggers.
Sounds simply
and wiped
amazing.
them off. All of them. The third quarter was a little bit quiet for Toddy. He only had about 5 possessions, but the last quarter he had another 10.
So he came back, yeah.
As I said, you've got at least 4 or 5 opponents, and now that should inspire Chelsea. That's the rest of his football team. For God's sake, he's in and under, and these tags, they try to pull him. And I was watching one a couple of times in the middle of the ground, the ball up. He had the tagger there, and all of a sudden he just sort of views his elbow, jumps in, takes the ball, and kicks the ball.
Off he goes.
We've got to get used to tags because they tag him every week. But Toddy, you are a dead set freak, mate.
Maybe you can interview with him, like you did with Ryan Stewart.
That might. We'll tell you something about that later. But yes, he's pretty shy. Doesn't say much to Toddy. I always give him a pat on the back. He's very modest. But I'll have a word.
You like the cut of his jib?
Hey?
You like the cut of his jib?
What's the jib mean?
I don't know, but that's what people say.
No,
you like the way he conducts himself.
He just takes it in his stride. I mean, he doesn't. You'll never get a swell at how he's playing football. No, neither did I. The better I played, and the better sports these headline things.
More headlines.
I didn't want.
Your head shrunk.
No, I played better because some people can't handle they can't handle their headlines because they think it's good and the ball is just going to come to them. You've got to go out and get it. But anyway, I might have a word to him the next couple of weeks, and as I said, as Louis said last week when I wrote in the Facebook about Toddy Gale, it could be in the top 10, and Louis said, when I knew him, he was only a little fella. He said,
who's that? The little bloke? The little
Toddy Gale, yeah. But Louis, if you're watching this video, I'll tell you what, he'll be moving up. I reckon he'd get into about 7 now.
Yeah, right.
Number 7.
Wow. Moving on up.
Well, he won the best and fairest by a lap last year, and he won it by 2 laps this year. And he was playing when Louis was playing.
All right, Barry, what's happening next week?
Next week we've got a split round. He just told me, he just informed me. We had the Queen's birthday break. Did we have another break early in the season?
Yeah, we had the second week, because we started early or something, I don't know, on a Sunday against Eddie Aspen, then they had the next week off. But we've got the split round, so we're not playing this week. We're playing the Frankston YCW
at home
next week, the week after.
Well, I must get informed Felicity, would you believe, she went down to the game on Saturday.
Oh, here at Chelsea.
And she said, Barry, I was watching your video. I said, didn't you watch? I said, Felicity, don't go to the game on Saturday. We're playing on Sundays. But she went down.
Didn't listen.
And she came back yesterday.
Well, she can check the video out to get full information on when the round is.
I said on the video, and she watched the video. I said, why didn't she? Barry, I did watch the video, but I went down, so I had to come back home again. And she was there yesterday.
She got confused.
So, but she's going to be away for a couple of weeks. So Felicity, you and Mum, they're going to the Gold Coast for 4 days next week.
Can you get YouTube up there?
YouTube? Of course they do. She's going to watch it up there.
Okay.
But they're going up there, and she said, I'll be back in 3 weeks. I said, we'll have a good time, and we'll see you in 3 weeks back in Chelsea.
And what sort of response did you get from Ryan Stewart interview?
Oh, Colin, extraordinary. I mean, it started the first day at 28 hits. The next day it was up to 100. The next day it was up to 200. And the next day, I mean, Louis had the record. He hasn't got it now. Louis' tally took probably a couple of years to get up to 260 something.
Took a little while.
And he's taken 4 days.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's I told you, he's a very popular fella.
Popular. He's got a lot of friends.
And a good fella, and very good footballer too. And he's got 2 more.
If you want to make a remark, then you can respond in the on the video and see what you tell Barry what you think and let him know.
Yeah, well, another I'll tell you about the Cheerio, but Bobby Martell, he was telling me that he said, Barry, I haven't seen him for a while. Bobby used to play cricket with him, in Chelsea Cricket Club, and he said, Barry, that interview with Ryan Stewart was fantastic. I said, was it really? He said, yeah, it was just so different. I said, well, that's what
different.
I try to
that's
be.
What you are. Very different people.
And then he said, why doesn't someone interview me?
Well, you get interviewed every week.
Well, that's what I sort of half said to myself. Well, I'm jelly on every Monday, Bob. He said, but I want someone to interview you.
Well, there we go. So you
well,
can
we might just do something about that, Bobby.
We've got archives of you every week.
But there's 250
every single week, and then we've had things when you've done the team of the '60s and your life story, and early on, what you thought of Richmond, and all those
Tuesdays with Barry.
There's a whole movie on you.
Bobby, there's a thing called Tuesdays with Barry, the video. It's all about my life. You might get
that movie finished number 5 in the Sundance Movie Festival. There was only 5 movies entered, but
that's what you can do, Bob. And plus the fact that there's an interview with Colin Mead about me growing up in Richmond. And
that's it.
There's if you go
all these stories and whatnot.
If you go down all the index, you'll find out there's a lot of things about my growing up.
How many videos there are?
But it was nice to
100? Are there 100 videos? Close.
100?
I think so. More than 100, is it?
258
videos.
The whole lot.
Wake up! Where
have you been the last?
Wake up! Now, enough about that. What about Richmond, Barry?
No, I haven't done the other Cheerios yet. Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't done Cheerios yet.
No, Cheerios.
No,
hang
Cheerios.
on. Sorry, I'm step ahead of
me.
Richmond Tigers. That is the best. That's even better than beating Fremantle 3 weeks ago. That win, I was watching, as I told you, I was watching the game, and I turned it off at half time.
Because you don't like any excitement in your life.
No, I thought we were going to get wiped out by 5 goals behind, so that's it. But I tuned in about 20 minutes later, and there was
up and about.
a goal behind. And of course I kept watching, and they extraordinary win.
Kicked ahead.
I mean, when did I finish it? But PH, I've actually won a couple of hundred. I had 5-1 for Chelsea, for Richmond to win, just to win, and I got 7-1 for Richmond to win by 15.5 points, and they were 2 goals in front with 5 seconds to go. Remember they kicked the last goal? That's won me $150.
Wow, well done. So any more Cheerios, Barry? So you said the PH?
Yeah, unbelievable PH. I only went mad when he kicked that goal.
Went mental.
Because the siren
went... gone mental.
He kicked the ball and the siren went, just it was going through the goal. That's $150 for Barry.
Bang.
Well done, Phil, eh? Right, now Annie and Carla.
Yep. Apologise to Annie in advance for this 25-minute video.
We're probably going for 3 hours this video. We're getting really excited today, but everything was going too good last week. Colin just said a day and a half back out. Internet, everything else dropped off. Unbelievable, but I think they're back on air now. Of course, Felicity told she went to the wrong day, and she's pretty keen on Chelsea, I tell you. She'll be back on.
And Freddie.
Frankston, Freddie. He nearly bit my finger off yesterday. Cheeky little rat of a dog. No, he was alright. Of course, Bob, mentioned Bobby Martello, and about the interview I told you. PH and Shandy and Carlos, those things going up. The weather's up there is a bit funny at the moment. It's raining and whatever. And how's things going, Jerry? You have a good party, you and Phil's birthday last week. I suppose you had a quiet drink. We'd have a quiet drink, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or something.
Couple of shandies.
But PH, I told the Tigers they're on the right track, mate. Are they going up a step on the ladder?
6, I think. 6.
Oh, 8th. They're 8th on Saturday.
Yeah, 6 or 7 or something.
6.
Yeah.
Who are they playing this week? Have they got a bye or something? They advising...
I'll tell you, you can continue, I'll break in, you can continue with your goodbyes, and then I'll tell you in a second. Who else you got to say goodbye to?
Well, that's about...
Cheerios. Is that all the...
Well, I'll send a Cheerios to Felicity and her mum. Her mother watched the video too, Colin.
Really?
Yeah.
Felicity's mother?
Yeah, because she's a very clever girl.
Richmond are playing the Giants at the MCG on the Thursday. Oh, sorry,
not the Thursday.
No, on the Saturday, sorry. And I'll give you the ladder, the live ladder. You want the live ladder
Yeah.
update? And Richmond are 6th on the ladder.
Yeah, they're moving. Who's in front of them?
We'll get that. Can we see that
Yeah, get that
there?
on the- yeah, that's it.
Might not see it, it's a bit fuzzy, but Richmond are 6th. It's Fremantle, West Coast, Sydney, Hawthorn, Collingwood, Richmond.
Yeah, Collingwood's in front of us.
Yeah.
By
game.
When do we play? We play them in a few weeks. We'll wipe them off the map.
Anyway.
Collingwood. Yeah, so I said how's things going with Jerry. Now, I think you better start following the Tigers, Joe. I think he follows Melbourne, I think. Switch over to the Tigers because they'll be in the finals this year for sure. And we just about covered a lot of things here today, Colin. So just about ready to go, I'd say, wouldn't we?
Yep.
So it's just goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye bye.
You and Jacko just change out the 4 top.
Yeah,
You're doing a great job down there. Great job. Try clunk a few. Try kick a couple of goals each. Take one each, okay?
On your Christian.
Harp's great tackle down there. All right, created it. Yourself.
If they're ruckman, which you probably will go into their back line, our forward line, Harps can take that, right?
Harps will just take the ruck.
Yeah.
But depends on what they do, okay? I'm not too sure. But if you're in the ruck and their ruckman comes in to take it, you go with him.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm...
Yeah, you go with him. Okay, and then Harps, if Harps goes into the ruck and you're sitting back, that creates their spare. All right, everyone up.
Good work, come on, boys.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
You're doing a fantastic
Great work, Dano.
So we're winning the footy, okay? Let's back ourselves in. If we've got an opportunity, don't create something, okay? Parky, going out wide, we've got the space. We've got the space down there, okay? So just kick it long. Kick it long. Give us a chance. 50-50. That one out there, we turn it over, bang, straight down, they had a shot on goal, okay? Let's get in our lines and have a quick chat. Remember? This is a long quarter. We're in a fucking fantastic position to beat another side above us. We win this quarter, we're taking half a game out of the 5. Like I said earlier, long time since this club has been in that position. Us boys today, we've put in a fantastic effort, but it means fuck all. It means nothing if we don't come off this ground with a win. Let's get out of here.